Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Alicia Dreaming, and today I'm going to do a review on Nope by Jordan Peele, directed by Jordan Peele. It's got Daniel Kaluuya, Kiki Palmer, and Steven Yeun, and in a smaller role Brandon Perea. And I think it's honestly, this movie was so great. I just saw it yesterday and I cannot get over it. I was like so scared at some points, and like but and yeah, people died, but it wasn't okay, this is not going to be spoiler free, so please don't watch if you care about spoilers, cuz I went in knowing next to nothing about it. Like, I even would not read reviews. I just wanted to read about, like, okay, so there was this problem with people comparing, saying that this is Kiki Palmer's breakout role, and like honestly, she's been working since Aquila and the Bee, so like I don't understand that at all. But like they were comparing her to Zendaya, and like honestly, like people were just they're being so rude. Like she's really a good actress, you know, like she's really good in this, but I don't know, I don't want to get too much into that because I can't really put up pictures and stuff of like the tweets and stuff that she said. But like I honestly, there's a really good post that I'm going to link you to in the description, and it kind of explains how come people don't recognize Kiki Palmer after all these years. And like after all these years she's had in the industry, she basically started as a child actor, and so did Zendaya. But the difference is that because colorism affects Kiki Palmer, because she's darker skinned, and Zendaya is much lighter skinned, and she's got like looser curls and stuff. Like it just the post that I think I'm referring to also refers to featureism, and like the bigger nose, the whiter lips, and so yeah, like that kind of stuff. Zendaya, yeah, she may seem like Hollywood's it girl right now because she's so light, but also it's because she's an acceptable type of black girl. And I'm pretty sure Zendaya's talked about this too. But I'll see if I can find some examples of this. But yeah, so that was interesting. I think it's very rude that people are still comparing them. But they're young actresses, and they both happen to be black, but they have very different career trajectories, you know? And anyways, so in this movie, like I'm gonna go ahead and talk about like what amazed me the most. And it's like it's a very different kind of UFO movie, because like we're used to UFOs being like higher intelligence and them coming with some sort of agenda, like to invade and stuff. And this one, the UFO is, I've called it a space jellyfish, because like there's jellyfish that have electrical currents and stuff, and like I can't remember if there are jellyfish with EMPs, but like that's basically what happens with this UFO, is like it stops anything electrical. So when it comes, so like you can tell that it's coming because the lights will go down, the music will stop, the cars will stop, your camera will turn off, your phone, everything will turn off. And like it's crazy good because Otis Jr., Daniel Kaluuya's character, he's an animal trainer by trade, and he, like, honestly, he's the one that figures out how to get control the UFO, this space jellyfish UFO. And like like I totally thought he died, but he didn't die, and I was so happy. But like it was a great like scary movie, and it wasn't too bloody. It didn't have any sex scenes. Um, like pretty much the only trigger warning is like there's a lot of blood at some point, but it's not like blood and guts, you know? It's just like it's just yeah, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. For a horror movie, it could have been a lot grosser, but it wasn't. And I was really relieved that it wasn't, because sometimes I'm not in the mood for that in the big screen, you know? I saw it in the big screen. And honestly, Jordan Peele's it just keeps getting better and better. I mean, Get Out, I don't know if he'll ever be able to top Get Out, but I think this is coming pretty close. This is a really good one to see in theaters because it was more cinematic in that scope, in that sense. But like in the scope of it, there's a lot of beautiful shots of the rural area that they're in. And so I guess it's set in Agua Dulce, which I don't know if it's a real place or not, but like it's it's beautiful. It's just I call it a horror western because it's very much a western, but also it's got the horror elements, you know. But a horror western sci-fi, yeah, it's like it's a big old mashup, but it's great. It works. It works, people. Okay. And like so I think what threw me off about the movie, one thing that I didn't like about the movie um was that I think I would have appreciated a little bit more narration, or at least more direction about okay, so there's this scene at the beginning which there's animal violence, and it's a chimpanzee beating up and killing people. And in the beginning I was like, is this the monkey paw commercial? I don't understand what this is. And it's not till later that we find out that Steven Yeun's character, when he was a child actor, he was on this show called Gordon's, I don't know, I can't remember the name of the show, but it was based around this chimpanzee. And they did a birthday episode for the chimpanzee, and they released balloons, and the balloons popped, and so that's what set off the chimpanzee. And so like basically he went on a murderous rampage because he kept hearing these pops, 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 and he just like kept beating people and killing them. And basically Steven Yeun's character, like it's very much a parallel, like just juxtaposition actually, of how Steven Yeun thought he understood why he survived. He thought he survived, I suppose, because animals are easily trained and stuff, and they're dumb. But like he totally thought he could control this space jellyfish, but he couldn't. He didn't understand very well what set off the space jellyfish. And Daniel Kaluuya's character, Otis Jr., he's the one that figured out that you can't look the space jellyfish in the eyes. You can't look at them with your eyes. And that sets it off. And it's very much like a horse. You can't look a horse in the eyes. And he actually loses the job in the beginning of the movie because the horse sees its own reflection and sees the eyes and loses it and hits somebody. And so like, and it wasn't Otis Jr.'s fault. It really wasn't. I was upset that that happened for him because he was struggling with losing the farm. And I'm sure like I could go and find fanfics, and there'll probably be fanfics about how they continue the horse ranch, but now it's like a UFO sighting ranch. I'm sorry about the dogs barking. But yeah, I would love to continue this universe, like to see if there's any more UFOs that come around like the same kind of issue. And he like I mean, if you could continue it, like I don't think it would be the same kind of flavor. It would definitely not be a horror because we know what sets off these these space jellyfish, and we know how to stop it now because Daniel Kaluuya's character Otis Jr. Figured that out. But yeah, like I really, oh my gosh, I just really loved that movie, and I would see it again in theaters if I could. Anyways, it's the 10-minute mark, and I have a time crunch today, so I'm going to stop this review right now and say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Bye.